All right, welcome back. Today we've got 30 minutes. We've got a chair, full body workout, all interval training. Let's go. All right, so let's get warmed up. We're just gonna start up by rolling our shoulders up, back, and down. Of course, starting from a standing position. Taking some nice deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's do this a couple more times. And now let's reverse it, bringing it back up and forward. Getting those shoulders all loosey-goosey in the good kind of way. One more time. Perfect. Take your arms wide, lifting the chest a little bit as you open through the front. And as you exhale, we're going to bring the hands in close in front of the body, creating a bit of space through the upper back. And then repeat, opening and closing. Let's do this one more time. Now bringing the hands in the front, pausing for a moment. And then inhale the hands up and overhead. And exhale them wide down by your sides. Let's inhale them back up and overhead. Exhale down. A couple more times. One more. Awesome. Taking the arms wide, we're going to do some nice little circles just to the back, starting nice and small. Then start to make them a little bit bigger. You can get a little slower. And now let's reverse it, starting big. Nice big circles to the front. Slowly getting smaller, 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 smaller. That's it. And release, shake it all out. We always gotta have a good little full body shake. All right, let's take our feet under our hips. We're gonna come up onto our toes, balls of our feet, lifting the heels, pressing them back down. Let's do that a few more times. Lifting up and lowering. Two more. Fantastic. Take your feet a little bit wider than shoulder width. We're gonna do some nice shallow squats just to kind of get warmed up. Starting super shallow. You're barely dropping those hips. But as you get going, you're gonna start to sink a little bit lower each time. That's it. Making sure the knees are tracking over the toes and they're not collapsing in or sending them too far out. Nice and neutral. That's it. Your core is nice and strong already, keeping that chest proud. Let's do this 3 more times. Squeezing the glutes at the top. One more. And release. Good. Shake it out. We're going into our knee hugs. Picking up one knee at a time, drawing it in towards the chest, then releasing and switching to the opposite side. As you do this, we're not getting lazy with the upper body. We're keeping it nice and active, standing up tall, all those good things that I tend to say a lot. Good. One more on each side. Lovely. Let's go into some knee circles. Drawing your right knee across, open up, and then bringing it back. 2 more. Last one. And let's take it let's take it to the opposite side, the left side. I wasn't sure what I was going to say. Should I say opposite? Should I say left? Should I say other? As you can see, it wasn't a good moment for me. Let's do this 2 more times. Last one. And release. We're going to take one heel about a foot in front. So I'm going to turn this side just so you can see. About a foot in front. Sinking the hips back. You're bending the supporting leg. You're going to take your hands up and overhead. Then you're going to sweep them back and forth and switch. Hinging forward at the hips. Eye gaze always slightly ahead. Warming up the backs of the legs with this. One more on each side. Beautiful. Rising up. A little shake. A little shaky, shaky. All right, coming to a nice march. Now, what do we mean when we say nice? Honestly, just, I don't know, don't be mean to yourself. Give yourself some grace. If this is what you're feeling, do it. And if it feels all right, take it to a light jog, landing softly on the balls of the feet. And if it feels all right, taking those knees a little bit higher for 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. All right, let's get into the real work now, shall we? Ha, ha, ha. Okay, up first, we're gonna have 30 seconds of work, 10 seconds off. We're only gonna see each exercise once. Up first, we're just gonna have some good old bodyweight squats. We did these in the warm-ups. You're going all the way down, all the way up, and repeat. Round 2, we're gonna lower down into our squat and we're gonna hold this for 30 seconds. If this does not feel good for any reason to hold it, you can come up at any point. Then we're gonna do some lunges. We're gonna come with our feet about hip distance apart, stepping one foot back, lunging down, and then reset. Back and forth, one side only. Then we're gonna step back, we're gonna lower down, we're gonna hold here for 30 seconds. Then we're gonna repeat those 2 exercises on the opposite side. That's it. Let's go. You're grounded through the heels, shoulders back and down, and let's begin. Lowering those hips back and down, squeezing the glutes at the top as you send the hips forward. Keeping that chest nice and proud, being mindful that you're not collapsing in that upper body. Side note, I think this is one of the first times that I'm truly working out without music for this. Feels weird. So I hope you have some good tunes going. And release. A little shake, 10-second rest. We're gonna go into our squat hold next. Same idea with the form. Everything remains good and strong, but now we're just gonna hold it down. Lowering those hips. Grounded through the heels. You can wiggle the toes a little bit, testing it all out. Chest is proud. If this doesn't feel good on the knees for whatever reason, you can keep it up a little bit. You can come all the way up, shake it out, and then go back down. Work towards it. Never pushing yourself further than what is safe, but finding that push so you're challenging yourself and getting stronger. Make sense? Great. And release. Rising up. Let's go into our lunge. Right foot's gonna lunge back first. Feet come hip distance apart. Shoulders are back and down. Hands can be on the hips, in front of the chest, or you can bring the hands down to the front of the leg to help bring yourself back up. As you step back, stepping back nice and far, so that both legs can bend about 90 degrees as you lower down, and you're not keeping it too shallow. Your shoulders are staying over the hips. Your core is pulled in, helping support this move, and keep your balance as you move forward and back. Good. 10 seconds. We're going into our hold. You ready? You sure? If you didn't see that, that was one of my crazy cats, Runa, just flying by. I rearranged furniture a little bit so I have space to film, and the cats love their lives. It's basically like I've just set up a little jungle gym for them, and I've said, have at her. Keeping that core pulled in, everything supported, equal weights in both feet. We're not too far forward or too far back. You got this. Really step it in, shake it out. A little shaky, shaky, shake, shaky, shaky, shake. Let's move the left foot now, left leg, feet under the hips to start, stepping all the way back and in. Once again, you can bring your hands to the front of the front leg, the top of the front leg, and it kind of gives you a little bit of extra support as you step back in. You can always keep your hand on a wall, a chair, whatever you need to do your thing. Do your thing. Do what you want to do. Controlling your breath. 2, 1, and release. Good. Hold. Up next. This is our final round, our final set. First round. First block almost done. Stepping back, lowering, hold. Shoulders are back over the hips. Not collapsing forward. Or I don't know why, but we're not doing this right now. It was supposed to be storming out, but it still looks lovely. So this is a great morning, or afternoon, or evening, or whatever time you are choosing to do this. Good. Step it in, shake it out, catch your breath, a little sip of water. Let's move on. We're going back to 4 exercises, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds off, only once through. First two exercises, we're staying focused on the lower body. We're gonna do some side lunges. Okay, so we're just gonna be doing one set at a time. We're gonna start with our feet nice and wide. Distractions. We're lowering down to one side, coming back up, and then repeating. If you wanna make this a little bit more active and more dynamic, you can step that foot in, back, and forth. One side, and then we'll do the other side. Now we're gonna come to working with our chair. I highly, highly recommend, whether you're working with a chair, coffee table, bench, whatever it is, make sure it's not gonna slide on you. So if you do have a chair, for example, having at least 2 legs on your yoga mat or against a wall or a door will make everything a lot better. So the chair is gonna be optional for these moves. So without the chair, we're coming down into a plank. We're gonna have some plank up and downs or march. You're lowering down onto the elbows, coming into a hover, back up to a plank, and then repeat. With the chair, you're gonna step your feet up on the chair. And you're doing the same thing, keeping it nice and neutral, pressing up and down. Yes, this definitely makes it harder. Then you can work with the chair without. You're gonna bring your knee in, below, in, up, and then set it back down. Without the chair, coming down, in, out, down. Exactly. Oops. Side lunge, option to make it a bit more dynamic. Feet come nice and wide. Shoulders are back and down. Your core is pulled in. I was gonna repeat the shoulders and I realized I just said it already. All right, right side first. Lowering down, rising up. Getting down nice and low, pressing into both feet as you lower down and lift. You want a little bit more, stepping out and in. Or keeping it exactly where you are. Hips are going back. Squeezing into the glutes, really driving into that right foot as you press up. We've got about 10 seconds. Hang on to it. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. 3, 2, 1. Rise and release. Let's do the other side. That sounds fun. Stepping your feet back out, getting ready. Beginning in 4 seconds, pretty please. Moving to the left. Oh, let's go. Same principles apply. Shoulders are back and down, core is on strong, keeping that chest a bit lifted. Being mindful, you're not completely collapsing forward right now. Sending those hips back and down, pressing into both feet. Really driving into the left foot to help bring yourself right back up. Option, stepping in and out. A little bit more of a cardio move with this. Or keeping it exactly as you are. Depends on how you're feeling, depends on your goals. Just, right now, do what you gotta do. And release. All right, we're going into our plank, up and down. Option to have your feet raised on the chair as I showed you in the demonstration, or keeping your feet down. Either way, it's not easy. Like, this is a good move. And begin. Alternating which arm moves first. Keeping that core nice and strong. Well, all right then. Listening to your body, realizing, you know what? Maybe it's not just in the cards today. It's just not in the cards. There's the words. Guys, I'm human. Some days are better than others. We're all in this together, we're all moving. And that's why I say it so many times, it's so important to just listen to your body and adjust as you need. Knees. In, back, in, and down. With the chair. in, down, in, up, down, in, below, in, up, down. There's some better words. Eye gaze is slightly ahead. Keeping the integrity in the core. You got this. We're almost there. 6 seconds. Coming out of it carefully. Thinking happy thoughts. Well, let's move on. For our next block, we're going to be working on the mat as well as on the chair, focusing on those arms. We're going to start out with some one arm push-ups. So we're going to come down onto one side. The arm that's on the bottom, you can just kind of hug your side. The arm that's on the top, hand comes down just in front of the shoulder. From here, you're pressing yourself up and down. One side, and then we'll do the other side. And then we're going to come over to the chair, and we're going to do some tricep dips. Hands, I prefer having my hands on the side of the chair, just because of the width of the chair. Depending on where you are, you might have your hands in front. The idea with tricep dips, shoulders are back, elbows come in and in behind. Keep your feet flat. Lower back is nice and close to the front of the chair as you lower down and rise up. Just have to move. Mic pack. The further away you set your feet, the more difficult or more intense this becomes. If you have a second chair and you want to really up the ante, you can put your feet up higher. But let's not get too crazy today, all right? Working with your chair or whatever you have. Your hips are going to be going back a little bit. Your shoulders are going to go forward. You're going to be pulling your core in to lift the hips and hold. You come out of it when you need to. You shake it out. We've got 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off, once through. Let's see what we can do. Bringing that top hand in close and just below the elbow or shoulder. Ready? Pressing into that hand, rising up and back down and repeat. Syncing every breath, exhaling as you press up, inhaling as you come down. That's it. Hey, Bruna, come visit. Psst, 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 psst. Hi. Hello. How are you doing? You're a good distraction today. You're not usually in the videos, or at least not as active as Oscar and Otis is. Keep going, keeping that integrity, controlling it down as much as you are up, so you're not just collapsing. That's it, we're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Now we can collapse. 15 seconds. Let's take it to the opposite side. Same thing. Lying down on your side. Top hand comes down in front and just below the shoulder. And let's begin. Inhale. Exhale to press up. Good. I wish I had a camera on Rinna right now. She's about to attack. She attacked. You might hear a little bit of scratching in the background. That's just another moment in the household. That's it. Hang on. We're getting close. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. 15 seconds to make your way up and at 'em. We're heading to the chair. We're going into our tricep dips. If you don't have a chair or whatever, you're choosing not to use a chair, you can do your tricep dips from the ground, back, and forth. Oh, you should have begun already if you haven't. Here I go. Low back is in nice and close to the chair. Elbows are going back. Inhale down. Exhale, fire it up. The further away your feet are, the more intense you can make this, or keeping those feet flat and in close. Either way, your low back is nice and close. Did I just forget how to end a word? Nice and close to the front of the chair. You got it. Good. Oh, how nice. We have a chair here. We can just sit for a moment. We're going into our booty lift, or butt lift. I also call this a hover lift sometimes. Find some nice good grip. Hips are gonna go back as you lift and hold. Now there's a bit more at play here. For example, this chair does not feel good on the hands. So if you need to, listen to your wrists, listen to the hands, come out of it, do a little shake, reset, and get back into it. So yes, we're lifting with the arms, but we're really lifting the hips and booty with the core. Pulling up. You got this. We are well past that halfway point. We've got about 15 seconds to go. Hang on to it. Embrace the shake. 10 seconds. Keep those hips lifted. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Woo-hoo! Hoo-wee! Our final block, we're staying low. We're gonna start it with our hover twist. Elbows come directly under the shoulders, working from the knees or the toes. From here, bring the hands in to meet the opposite elbows. Now we're gonna twist coming onto one side, opening up nice and high, then replacing the arm and taking it in the opposite direction. You can do this from the knees by keeping that back knee down, rolling over, straightening the top leg, and then coming through, lowering and lifting. Up next, we're gonna have some hover knees. So we're back, elbows are under the shoulders, pressing the heels back, lowering the knees down and up. You have the option to start this from the knees and do one leg at a time. Then we're gonna come back to our chair and we're gonna see some leg crunches. Hands coming behind, you're pressing the legs out underneath, knees come in, out over top, back and forth. The chair is really just a visual right here. So if you don't have a chair without it, forget about the chair, push it out of your way, and you're just sending the legs low and high, low and high. You can also do this one leg at a time, just focusing on one level. Then we've got some leg arounds. You're taking legs over, up, down, back, and forth. If you're hitting the chair and it's just the height's not there, take it out and just twisting your legs side to side. All right, and then finally, we're coming into some good old plank holds with an option to make it more fun. Hands come directly under the shoulders, working from the knees. You can hold here or toes. Take your stance a little bit wider because our challenge today is lifting one arm and holding for the entire 30 seconds just off one arm, and then finally we'll finish off with the other side. We're all in this together. Hover twist first. Let's go. Opening in one direction, coming back through center, and then taking it the opposite side. The real key with this is your hips stay about the same height throughout the twist. So you're not dropping those hips at any point. If you're working from the toes, rolling onto the sides of the feet and back through. Awesome. Releasing down. You can shake it out for a moment. We're going back to our hover. This time, option to add some fun knees. And let's go. Lowering the knees and lifting. Option working from the knees, straightening one leg out at a time. Eye gaze slightly ahead. My cats are going crazy. I don't know if you can hear that. Get out of there. You got this. Beautiful. Coming to our leg crunch. Noise, sorry. Knees in, sending it below, in, and above. Inhale in, exhale out. Option, one leg at a time, just focusing on one level. You got this. Keeping it nice and strong in the core, lifted through the chest. Hover or around. Legs. Ready? Let's go. Sending it up and over, and then the opposite direction. Option, you can keep those knees in a little bit closer and just twisting side to side. Not an option, don't hold your breath. Keep breathing. You've got this. Yes, we can. We've got 6 seconds. And release. Are we ready for the beast? Activate beast mode. Coming into our plank, shoulders are back. You can do this from the knees, lifting one arm, holding, or you're doing this from the toes. Keeping those hips neutral, shoulders neutral. If it gets too much or you're collapsing, come out of it. Simply holding your plank, working with whatever variation you have in you today. Breathe. You got this. Come on, 3, 2, 1, and release. Give the wrists a shake. We are so close. 1 30-second round lift, and then our bonus. Let's go. You have your options. Setting it up nice and strong first. Stance is a little bit wider. Working from the knees, or working from the toes, or simply holding your plank. You got this, whichever variation you're working with. Make sure it's nice and strong. The integrity is there first. You can do it. Using those legs as well. Good. Setting it down. You ready for our 1 minute bonus? We're doing push-ups of any variation of your choice. I'm going to challenge you to do an undergrip push-up. Taking your hands to the front of your chair, coffee table, bench, whatever it is. So your palms are facing forward, fingers are towards you, lowering down and up. If this doesn't feel good, just do push-ups. Wall push-ups, whatever push-ups. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Nice and strong throughout the entire body. Core is engaged. Inhaling down, exhaling up. Trust the timer is working. I will not make you do this longer than a minute. I will not make myself do this longer than a minute. You've got this. Come on, we're almost there. It's still working. We did it. We did it. All right, let's stretch this out. First, we're gonna give the wrists some love. Give them some nice, gentle rolls in both directions. And then setting the hands out in front, drawing the fingertips towards you, shoulders are relaxed, pressing the palms forward. And then sending the fingers down, pressing the tops of the hands forward, shoulders are back. Let's do that just one more time in each direction. And down. And now keeping the hands out wide or out in front, spread the fingers and close them. Spread and close, spread and close. Good. Release the arms down. Let's shake out those legs too a little bit. Let's bring the right arm across the body for a shoulder release. Relaxing the shoulders back and down. Now we're going to send this elbow up high for a tricep stretch. Hand comes down the center of the back as we do this. Let's reverse it. Tricep stretch on the other side. And then bring the arm across the body. Left arm this time. You guys did wonderful today. I just know it. I really do. Bring the hands out wide, either to the sides as you lift the chest, or bring your hands in behind, clasp them together, drawing the shoulders back, looking up slightly. Releasing the hands, bringing them in front of the chest, pressing the hands forward as you open through the upper back. Wow, there's my Canadian accent again. Open, eh? It's very open. You know, if someone asked me to do a typical Canadian accent, I don't think I could have done it. Reaching the hands up overhead and releasing it down. We're going to come to a quad stretch, shifting your weight to your left foot, picking up the right ankle or top of the foot. Knees are side by side, little bend in that supporting leg. Release and switch. Also, I apologize, Otis isn't in the video today. He would much rather be outside because it's a nice day. So, you know, I force him every now and then to stick around, but today it wasn't happening. That's all right. Release. The foot that you have a hold of, just take the heel about a foot in front, sending the hips back and down. Everything's coming full circle now, isn't it? Just holding here, feeling a nice stretch down the back of that extended leg. Roll it up and switch. Gaze just ahead. Nice long spine. Rise up. Shake it out. We did it. We're done. Get done. 30 minutes. Another one. Complete. Have a great night. Have a great day. Have a great whatever. And I'll see you in the next one.